What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I go live on YouTube or premiere a brand new video. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Now let's get started. Now Smackdown was a solid show, and I give it a B minus. Okay, SmackDown was live at T-Mobile Center, Kansas City, Missouri. Commentators were Michael Cole and Ray Barrett. Okay, WWE Smackdown kicks off with the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes walking down to the ring. The fans chant Cody Rhodes as he asks them what they want to talk about. He says they could talk about WrestleMania 39. Cody Rhodes says that he has a lot of respect for Roman Reigns, how he is the best champion in sports entertainment. He looks forward to seeing Roman Reigns on Raw and to beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The fans chant Cody Rhodes once more as he says he doesn't want to talk about somebody. He wants to talk about somebody. Cody Rhodes calls out Kevin Owens to the ring. Kevin Owens music hits. It said Kevin Owens music hits. Where is it? It says Kevin Owens music hits, and now he comes to the ring. The fans chant Kevin Owens as Kevin Owens tells Cody he knows what this is about. Cody Rhodes tells him to hear him out. He doesn't think this is a conversation between two people. It's a conversation that involves Sami Zayn, and now comes Sami Zayn to the ring. Cody Rhodes says the spirit of the road to WrestleMania. He has an incredible respect and love for Kevin Owens. 6 or 7 years ago, when he told WWE, "Good luck in your future endeavors," future endeavors, he said in a false sense of confidence. He needed someone to have his back, and Kevin Owens introduced him to friends and better his livelihood. And it is a favor he can never repay, but he would like to repay it in this moment. Cody Rhodes tells them that they are all here to have the conversation. Um, the fans chant "Hung It Out." Kevin Owens tells Cody Rhodes he has heard everyone Sami Zayn has to say. Sami Zayn says he hasn't heard everything Kevin Owens had to say. He doesn't know what to say. Throughout the years, they have turned on each other, but they have always somehow find a way to come back to forgive each other. Sami Zayn says he can't understand why this time is different. Um, Sami Zayn tells Kevin Owens if there is something he has to say, to say it. If he has to hit him, that the way they can get back to working together. Kevin Owens tells Cody Rhodes he came out like he asked. He heard Sami Zayn out and he can't leave. Cody Rhodes says they both know that they are in the people's pleasing business. People pleasing business. It doesn't matter what he wants. It's what everyone wants. They all want to see them both back on the same page. Sami Zayn tells Kevin Owens everyone wants it. If they can come together, they can do something magical. They can be the ones to bring down the ones. And he knows it might take years until this is totally repaired. But they don't need to do this as friends. Just work together. Kevin Owens says he has heard him say it for weeks. He just needs him to fight with him. That way that way he can take the bloodline out together. Kevin Owens asks why he will fight with someone who doesn't want to be his friend. He thanks Cody Rhodes for trying to do this, but he is all set. Kevin Owens gives Cody Rhodes the microphone and he leaves the ring. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Kevin Owens is about to get in his car. Sami Zayn stops him. He says what Kevin Owens said in the ring. he was wrong. They will always be friends. They are brothers, and if Kevin Owens ever wants to talk to him again, that's fine. But he just wants to let him know that he loves him. Kevin Owens gets in the car and drives away. So we get a six. So we get a mixed tag match: Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley versus Santos Escobar and Selena Vega. This was a decent tag team match. The bell rings. We are on the way. Dominic Mysterio with a drop kick on Santos Escobar. He throws Santos Escobar to the ropes, but Santos Escobar with a flying forearm. Dominic Mysterio to the Dominic Mysterio rolls to the outside, and in comes Rhea Ripley. She goes for a kick, but Santos Escobar blocks it, holding Rhea Ripley's legs. Selena Vega is tagging as she climbs up the top rope and jumps onto Rhea Ripley. Santos Escobar with a splash onto Dominic Mysterio. Selena Vega with a moonsault off the top rope onto the outside on Rhea Ripley. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Dominic Mysterio with right hands in the ring. He runs to the ropes and Santos Escobar with a drop kick. Santos Escobar with a leg drop. He goes for the cover, but Rhea Ripley breaks it up. Rhea Ripley lifts Dominic Mysterio up and throws him onto Santos Escobar. He goes for the cover, but Selena Vega breaks it up. Forearms by Dominic Mysterio as he tells Selena Vega. Santos Escobar throws Dominic Mysterio to the ropes, and both men collide in the middle of the ring. Selena Vega and Rhea Ripley are tagging, and Selena Vega with a drop kick to the leg, followed by a knee to the face. Selena Vega runs to the ropes in a spinning DDT. She rolls Rhea Ripley up, but Dominic Mysterio breaks it up. Santos Escobar gets in the ring and hits him with a knee to the face. Rhea Ripley throws Selena Vega out to the outside. Selena Vega back in the ring. She hits. She hits Rhea Ripley with a crossbody, a knee to the face by Selena Vega. She climbs the second rope and a hurricanrana onto Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley hits Selena Vega with the riptile. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. This was a decent tag team match. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley stand in the ring. After the match, and Dominic Mysterio says their WWE Hall of Famer is nothing but a disrespectful deadbeat of a father. The fans booed Dominic Mysterio. He says he was never there for him. All those sleepless nights. We see Rey Mysterio walking backstage, so we go to commercial break. We come back from commercial. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley are still in the ring, and out comes Rey Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio says he actually showed up and he went a lot of nights without a father. Rey Mysterio asks Rhea Ripley if he can have a moment with his son alone. Rhea Ripley leaves the ring. Dominic Mysterio says now they are in the ring, in the middle of the ring. He has time for him. He asks Rey Mysterio where he was when he needed him. All, all those late nights. Dominic Mysterio says Rey Mysterio is so selfish. He took away his WrestleMania moment, and at the end of the day, he is just a poor, pathetic excuse of a father. And the truth is that he's just a piece of. But Rey Mysterio cuts him off. Rey Mysterio tells him he is right. He has not been the best father in the world. He has missed birthdays, Christmas, graduations, football games. He knows he hasn't been there all the time, but that doesn't take away his love from him. He still loves him, and he is his world. But soon Dominic Mysterio will find out that this business is selfish. He made sacrifices so that himself, his mom, and his sister can have a life that he only dreamed of. All the fancy cars, Gucci, Louis Prada, Rolls Royce, all for Dominic. And what would happen when he would get into trouble? The Mysterio name will bail him out. So he got him right there. He tells Dominic Mysterio because he is having a hard time com- comping with all of this. Rey Mysterio tells him he is being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he would love nothing more than to have him by stand by his side on the stage. Dominic Mysterio shake his head. The fans chant, "You deserve it." Rey Mysterio says his biggest regret is what Dominic Mysterio has become. Rey Mysterio tells him if someone likes Dominic Mysterio, someone grateful, disrespectful, pathetic, punk, you know what, kid calling him out at WrestleMania, he would gladly whoop their, you know what. The fans cheer for that, Rey Mysterio says, but unfortunately he is his son, and forgiving him would be the biggest disgrace as a father. Rey Mysterio tells Dominic Mysterio that he isn't worth it. He won't fight him now. Never or at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio leaves the ring as Dominic asks him why. Dominic Mysterio says he is running away from his own son. Dominic Mysterio says he says like he said last week, he is doing the only thing he taught him what to do, and that is what not to be a scared little man. Dominic Mysterio tells him if that is all he has as we cut to the back. That was a good promo by Rey Mysterio. But Dominic Mysterio needs to be more angrier. So good promo by Rey Mysterio on his part, but Dominic Mysterio needs to work on his. That's all I gotta say. Drew McIntyre is preparing for his match against Sheamus. Commercial break. So we get a showcase match. Winner goes to WrestleMania. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Emma and Tegan Knox. This tag team match was it was just it was just average. Not average. I'm sorry. It was just solid tag team match. Solid. The bell rings and we are underway. Raquel throws Tegan into the corner and Liv is tagging. They double team Tegan and Liv with a kick to the side of the head. She goes for the cover, but Tegan kicks out. She grabs Tegan, but Tegan with an uppercut followed by a knee to the face. Emma is tagging and they double team Liv in the corner. Emma goes for the cover, but Liv Morgan kicks out. Right hands by Emma, followed by a double underhook suplex. She goes for the cover. Yeah, she goes for the cover, but Liv Morgan kicks out. Right hands by Emma, followed by a double underhook suplex. She goes for the cover, but Liv kicks out again. Tegan is tagged back in, and she slams Liv Morgan's face first onto the mat. Tegan goes for a suplex, but Liv Morgan lands on her feet and hits her with a backstabber. Raquel and Emma are tagged in. Emma with a clothesline. Raquel with a fallaway slam. Raquel with a crow school elbow off the second rope. She goes for the cover, but Tegan breaks it up. Liv with a cold red onto Tegan. Emma throws Liv over the top rope onto the outside. Emma runs towards Raquel, but Raquel catches her and hits her with the T-Jive bomb. Liv Morgan is tagging and she hits her with the Oblivion. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match will Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. So we go to commercial break. WWE Smackdown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair is in the ring. She says the more things change, the more stay the same. When she was a kid, it was a Rose as a challenger and Flair as a champion. And this WrestleMania is built as Rose as a challenger and Flair as a champion. Blair says she is walking into her seventh WrestleMania and she has always been the star. Rhea Ripley wants to be champion, the star, but she can't be the star until she becomes the champion. She can't become the champion until she comes through her. 3 years ago, Rhea Ripley wasn't able to go through her, and today she can't go through her because the more things change, the more stay the same. Out comes Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley tells Charlotte Flair that she is 100% right. She chose Charlotte Flair. She didn't choose Bianca Belair because she has her reasons, but they will get back to that. When she walks through the locker room, men and women they all turn their backs and walk away because of fear. She is dangerous and good at what she does, and everyone fears her except for Charlotte Flair. She tells Charlotte Flair that she is staring her down without an ounce of fear in Charlotte Flair's eyes. And to be honest, that pissed her off. Charlotte Flair is the SmackDown Women's Champion for a reason. She has been 14-time Women's Champion for a reason. It's because she is a superstar. She is one of the biggest stars in WWE, and she can give her all the credit in the world. But the belt she wants, she needs it. She doesn't only want to be a star, but she needs to be a star after WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair will learn to call her champion, and she is going to learn to feel her. Dominic tells Charlotte Flair that Mommy will beat her at WrestleMania 39. Charlotte Flair goes to slap Dominic, but Rhea Ripley hits Flair with a right hand as she and Dominic leaves the ring. Charlotte Flair runs to the outside and throws Rhea Ripley onto the barricade. Both women begin to fight as WWE officials try to break it up. Rhea Ripley throws Charlotte Flair over the announcer table. Charlotte Flair jumps off the table onto Rhea as they both beat up security. The fight over the barricade as the officials are able to break it up. That brawling was good. But why is Dominic Mysterio calling out the officials? I don't get it. But anyway, let me continue. We cut to Sami Zayn backstage, and he is with Kayla. He tells her it's a heavy night. One guy who I was considering him his brother drove off in the parking lot, and someone else who considered him as his brother will probably knock him out in the ring. When they tell him he is the problem, he's he starts to believe it. Sami Zayn says he is fine with what happened next. So we go to commercial break. So we get Xavier Woods versus LA Knight. This was a squash match. The bell rings and we are underway. Xavier Woods with their waist lock, but LA Knight runs and Woods slams into the turnbuckle. LA Knight storms on Woods stomps on Woods and he throws him to the ropes. A right hand by LA Knight followed by a DDT. He goes for the cover, but Xavier Woods kicks out. He places Xavier Woods. Yeah, he places Xavier Woods on the top rope, but Xavier Woods with their right hands. And LA Knight is kicked off the second rope. A drop kick by Xavier Woods as he goes to the cover, but LA Knight kicks out. Xavier Woods grabs LA Knight but LA Knight with a net breaker. He slams Woods face first onto the mat. He goes for the cover, but Xavier Woods kicks out. LA Knight goes for a suplex, but Xavier Woods rolls him up and gets the pin. The winner of the match is Xavier Woods. This was a squash match. Commercial break. LA Knight is backstage and he sees Rey Mysterio signing autographs. LA Knight tells Rey if he will fight Dominic, he will fight Dominic and give him a LA moment. He will be a deadbeat dad too, and Rey Mysterio hits him with the right hand. Now Rey Mysterio should have did that to Dominic Mysterio. But that's backstage segment was funny when Rey Mysterio punched LA Knight in the face. That part was funny. Okay, so we get the number one contender match Intercontinental for the Intercontinental title. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Now this was pretty good. Pretty good match. Imperium walked down to the ring before the match. The bell rings and we are underway. Drew extends his hand, but Sheamus doesn't want to shake. Drew McIntyre throws Sheamus to the ropes, but Sheamus with a shoulder tackle. Sheamus to the ropes, but Drew McIntyre with a knee. Drew McIntyre with a snap suplex. He goes for the cover, but Sheamus kicks out. An armbar by Drew McIntyre, but Sheamus with a hip toss. Sheamus throws Drew McIntyre in the corner, but Drew McIntyre with an elbow to the face. Drew McIntyre with the Machoka driver. He goes for the cover, but Sheamus kicks out. A chop to the chest by Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus with a right hand. Drew McIntyre with a chop to the chest, and Sheamus with the Irish Curse backbreaker. Sheamus throws Drew McIntyre over the top rope and onto the ring apron. Sheamus goes for Yes, it says Sheamus goes for the 10 beats of the veteran, but Drew McIntyre blocks it. Sheamus brings Drew McIntyre back into the ring. He lifts Drew McIntyre up on his shoulders, but Drew McIntyre pushes him into the corner. Drew McIntyre runs towards Sheamus, but Sheamus with a double boot. Sheamus on the top rope, but Drew McIntyre with a right hand. Drew McIntyre climbs the top rope and then superplex off the top rope. So we go to commercial break. Excuse me. Back, back from commercial. Sheamus with the 10 beats of the veteran. Drew McIntyre back in the ring. Sheamus goes for the bro kick, but Drew McIntyre ducks and hits him with the neck breaker. Drew McIntyre goes for the claymore, but Sheamus hits him with the bro kick. He goes for the cover, but Drew kicks out. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus with right hands, and Drew McIntyre with the Glasgow kiss. Sheamus with the headbutt. Yeah, Sheamus with the headbutt. They run towards each other and hit each other with big boots. The referee starts to count to 10, but Gunther gets in the ring. Gunther asks them. Gunther asks them who it is going to be. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre get to their feet as Vinci and Caster attacks Sheamus and Drew McIntyre from behind. So the winner no contest. Sheamus throws Vanity and Caster to the outside of the ring. Gunther with a drop kick on Drew McIntyre and a right hand on Sheamus. Gunther powerbombs Sheamus onto Drew McIntyre. Adam, Adam Pierce appears on the Tigertron. He says last week Gunther told him he wants an opponent at an opponent at WrestleMania, but he is making it a official. He will defend his Intercontinental title against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 39. Now, those three will put on a classic. So that triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship will be a good match. Those three gonna put on an instant classic. So we go to commercial break, but I really want Gunther to retain the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. I'm calling it straight down the middle. Okay, so we get Jey Uso is standing in the ring, and out comes Sami Zayn. He tells Jey Uso this is what he wanted. As Sami Zayn gets in the ring, he asks Jey Uso how he wants to do this. Jey tells him he has a job to do tonight, but he is about to hear this. From day one, he didn't like him. From day one, he didn't trust him. He didn't want him around his family. But then everyone started to like him except for him. Jey Uso says he always through it was his job. He thought it was his job to protect his family. And the one time he lets his guard down, Sami Zayn betrayed him. He made him look stupid in front of the world. He called him his brother. He tells Sami Zayn he has always been a fake universe since day one, and he had no choice. Sami Zayn cuts him off and says he has a choice since day one. He loves him and the family, but he wasn't going to take that every week the way he does. He doesn't think he doesn't think he Jay is mad at him. Jay is mad at himself. He isn't mad that he hit Roman Reigns with the chair. He is mad that Jey Uso didn't do it first. Jey Uso with a right hand as he and Sami Zayn fight. In comes Jimmy Uso, but Sami Zayn with right hands, and Jey Uso hits him with a super kick. Sami Zayn rolls to the outside, and Jay hits him with the steel steps. Kevin Owens' music hits as Kevin Owens shows up from behind them. Kevin Owens with a right hand on Jey Uso, and he clotheslines Jimmy Uso to the outside of the ring. Right hands onto Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso gets back in the ring, and Kevin Owens hits him with a stunner. Jey Uso runs, and Kevin Owens with a pop-up powerbomb. The fans chant, "Hug it out," as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the ring, and the fans cheer. And SmackDown goes off the air. Okay, now that right there, the hugging between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, that should have happened on Monday Night Raw. But anyway, I just want to put this out there. But anyway, WWE Smackdown was a solid show, and I give it a B minus. And that's all I got to say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Smackdown review and highlights, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below on what your thoughts on WWE Smackdown. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please do me one favor, hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media. My Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Twitch for some WWE 2K23. And that's all I gotta say from here. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. KFG crew, KFG Kings, Too Sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. And happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. And that's all I gotta say from here. And I'm out of here. Gang.